What up? It's the original Dom Kennedy. I'm right here at Trillectro 2015 live with me in the district.
Your girl got a cute face. Her friend got a nice body. They just wanna have fun. This is my type of party.
My name is Ibrahim and you're watching Made in the District. And here with us tonight, we're at Trillectro with LA's very own Dom Kennedy. What's good with you, bro?
What up, man?
Chilling, man. How you living?
Great, man. I can't complain at all.
Definitely, dog. I feel that. How was the energy out there tonight?
It was lovely, man. I had a feeling, you know, every time we in the DMV area, whether it's for a show, you know, somebody bring us out back when I started.
Right.
Like my tours the last couple of years, I always get a lot of love in the DMV area. So
definitely.
This is my first festival though, you know?
Okay.
So that's I feel like it's doper just because it brings a lot of artists together.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people's different fans, and it kind of gives us the opportunity to share each other's fans. And you know, so I'm sure it's a lot of people that never was on my music.
Right.
That probably know about me now, so I love that too.
More exposure too, definitely. You've been a staple in the LA hip-hop scene for quite some time now. I mean, you've always been praised for expressing true West Coast vibes throughout all of your music. How have you managed to maintain that element in your sound throughout all the years?
Honestly, just life, you know what I'm saying? Life.
Yeah.
More so the music is just about life, you know. I can't even lie to you, like, it's what I live, you know what I'm saying? I came in really not with a plan, let's just say to be the biggest rapper, but just with a plan to represent LA.
Right.
That was my number one, ground zero, like, mindset, you know?
Right.
So now it's like I've done that, and I'll continue to do that because that's my backdrop before I do my thing.
Right.
Now we just moving on to taking over everything.
To the next level.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. In 2010, you dropped From the West Side with Love, and that mixtape just blew up tremendously. I mean, you started to go on tour nationally, worldwide. You even went as far as Djibouti, Africa for a show. So tell us a little bit about your experience in the motherland. How was that?
In Africa, it was a rest in peace to the Jacket, man. First of all, he's a good dude from the Bay, man, from Oakland. The Jacket, he was there with me. I got to go with the Jacket. He recently got murdered this year in the freeway, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope. Hurt the Jerk too. So those are some of the people I did it with. That was a while ago, but it was dope, man. Just again as an experience, you know, writing something in your living room, in your room, in Leimert Park. You know, I wrote a lot of that, and I didn't have anything to look forward to in terms of, like, I wasn't getting anything, you know, in return for music.
Right.
It was all a give situation. So to go as far as that, you know, it's like a real eye-opener for me. You know, it was like From the West Side of Love was like a turn the corner moment, I guess you could say, you know?
Speaking of Leimert Park, I mean, anyone that's listened to any of your mixtapes in the past has become pretty familiar with that name. And Leimert Park is the neighborhood in LA that you grew up in. What can you tell us about growing up in Leimert Park as opposed to other parts of LA and how that influences your music today?
I mean, that's where I talk about it first and foremost, because that's where, you know, a lot of things happen, but that's where I honestly got my love for rap music. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people get that from my music and they just hear it like, you know, like me saying Leimert Park, but that's where I was at when I wrote a lot of the music. And before I even was wanting to be a rapper, I was inspired by the guys that I met there that was already rapping. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a little kid, man. Like, I wasn't, you know, the things I talk about really happened. Like, I was a little kid. I wasn't trying to rap, you know what I mean? Like, I had homies that rap, and we just hung out, washed cars, and rap.
Because you were, at one point in time, you wanted to go to school to do major in business management, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that was what, you know, when I was going to college a little bit, you know, that was my mindset. But like, it wasn't really like a plan for me to like put something on the map. It was just more so like, this is where I was at, you know, this is why I remember, like, that was the first place I honestly got on the karaoke machine and redid somebody else's rap, and recorded myself, and heard my friends, you know, they had a group when I was a kid, two of my older homies, they was like in high school, I'm like in elementary school, they probably like in 9th, 10th grade, they had a demo tape, and they shot it out the Leimert Park, and it wasn't until I heard that I understood like the power of rap music and how you could take what you live and where you're at and elevate that to the highest level, you know? I just was a fan, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right. After all of the recognition that you've received in the music industry over the years, you started to get a lot of different record label offers from other record labels, bigger ones such as Interscope and amongst other different record labels, but you chose to remain independent and continue to release your albums through your record label, which is called Other People's Money Company.
Yeah.
And obviously that worked out in your favor, but what can you tell us about how being able to release your albums through your own record label has given you advantage over artists who are signed to bigger record labels and don't have the control?
It just gave me a trial and error type of feel, you know? It's not nothing good about it, it's not nothing bad, but it's all that I know.
Right, right, right.
So people ask me like, whoa, you know, for instance, what would you know, I don't know the other side, so it's never on my mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, I'm on this team. So I'm going 110% for OPM. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really register to me about nothing else, you know? Like, things have come across the table and we have addressed them at the time, but OPM always made the most sense, you know? Especially for what I do. Like, I'm looking forward to inspiring people, not doing stuff. I always look forward to being somebody that did something original and do it, and you know, just stay true to themselves, even if I didn't rap. You know, I don't really care about rap in terms of like, I'm care about being who I am first and foremost. So it was an easy choice, you know. It was if it's gonna be between me or something else, I'm gonna pick me every time.
Gotta respect that.
If OPM or something else, I'm pick OPM every time. It's not even gonna be hard for me to, you know what I'm saying?
When you say OPM till it's over, you mean it.
I'm not gonna lose no sleep about it. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy call for me, honestly, and that's all I really know. That's all and it's been a struggle, you know? It's been a struggle, but right now we finally getting to the point where, again, we, as a business, like back then I turned the corner musically, right now we get to the point where we turn the corner business-wise, and it has a lot to do with us, but it has a lot to do with just timing too. Like, things is a lot different in 2015 and 2009.
Right.
2010, you know? And they will continue to be, so we just trying to lead the way, man, you know?
Gotta feel that, definitely.
Yeah, we just trying to lead the way.
This past June, to all of your fans alike, you released your third studio album, which was self-titled by Dom Kennedy.
Yeah.
And I mean, you solidified your title as King of the Summer. I mean, every time the summer comes around, everybody's looking for a new Dom Kennedy record to drop.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, yeah, you already know how that goes. So, what can you tell us about how the creative process of that album what compares to your past two albums and multiple studio mixtapes in the past?
Well, I was on the run a lot, just doing Get Home Safely tour.
Right.
So a lot of stuff I learned a lot, you know, as myself as an artist, you know, and I became, honestly, that album is a reflection of me becoming my favorite artist. You know, before I could honestly say I didn't ever look at myself like that. You know, again, it was fun. It was like what we was doing. I enjoyed making music, but as I went on the Get Home Safely tour, I started decide. You know, I realized like, man, I made a lot of songs now. You know, even that. You know, before it's like you could do whatever you want. You could say anything. You picking beats. After about 6, 7, 8 projects, you know, that's about 80, 90, 100 songs, you know, it's like things start to change, you know, you don't want to do, so I kind of started it before I was doing a little bit of pieces on the Get Home Safely tour, and I finished it after, and it just showed, it was a learning process, man. I got to work with people like Jake One, you know, and it was about going to other people's environments. I learned like a lot of the beats, like Thank You Biggie, the Daddy, the first song, a lot of stuff like that. Like I got on tour for Get Home Safely, going to Seattle, and meeting Jake One, and personally picking sounds, and knowing that at that time, honestly, I wasn't good enough to rap on those beats. But when I got home, I learned a lot. Right. So it opened me up to what I actually want to say and what I want to do going forward, you know, because the past really can't help me, you know what I'm saying? Like, for all the people, they heard that, you know what I mean? It's like, kind of got to look, I kind of have to look at it like this was my first album. Every time you should, you know? You play sports, like, what's your last game got to do with what your next game got to do with? You know what I mean?
It's constantly rediscovering yourself.
Constantly rediscovering yourself, constantly trying to get better, you know? Like, yes, I have songs before this and I've done things, but it's like, that can't help us now. Right. You know what I'm saying? That can't help us now. If anything, we can learn from them, but my thing is in the future, you know? So by Dom Kennedy, it was like a reintroduction for me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I had to put that stamp on it, like, me being on the album cover by myself, it was self-explanatory. Right. It's all about you now. Yeah, like. I feel that. That's it. All right. Hey, man, we appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us. Can you tell us about what you have
in store for the future?
In the man, a lot of music, man, a lot of OPM. You know what I'm saying? If you like Ibrahim Kennedy just a little bit, you gonna love what I got coming. You know, I got a lot of surprises too. Honestly, I could say that. A lot of things that people, and real soon. You know, like I never stopped making music at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it never stops for me. I enjoy it so much, and it's like I'm not looking at it again like the past or like I'm competing with anything but myself and but the future. And it's like at this point I can make it whatever I want, so I have to enjoy that and cherish that feeling, you know.
Right.
So the next things the next moves we about to make, you know, we got artists now. J305 is on the company, Warren Brew, you know, OPM, stuff like that. That album came out earlier this year, so. But in terms of Dom Kennedy, like, man, it's like sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I can say that. It's going to be a lot of expected and a lot of unexpected things, but I'm 110% on the product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At this point, we have enough people that are aware of us to start fire. You know what I mean? Essentially. So before that was always my thing, like, how do we want to get noticed, we want to compete. Now that we're competing, now that we're here, it's like, ain't nothing really that can stop us except for us, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's like I'm going 220%.
That's what we like to hear, man.
Yeah, so look out for the new Dom Kennedy, more Dom Kennedy soon. Definitely. You know, we shooting a video from soon for off Too Bad.
Right.
Off of by Dom Kennedy, but I got a lot of things cracking, man, and we'll be on the road in the fall all over, you know what I'm saying, all over the U.S., so look for it then, man. I'm going to be performing, you know, kind of how I did tonight. Like, I realized at this point, it's not really about one project, because it's not fair for somebody to listen to me for 5 years to come out, and then I don't do when I come around.
Right.
Songs like that, and I enjoy that. That's the benefit of grinding for all of these years, is that I have records that I can stand on, my type of party, you know, that for a person that never heard it, if they hear it the first time, they're going to think it sounds like a new song.
Exactly.
You know, and that's good. I try to make my records with that much quality in them, but so you could imagine with my new songs, it's just that more focused.
Yeah, exactly.
That more focused,
Hey, man, we're looking forward to that. Dom, we appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us, man. Most definitely, man. My name is Ibrahim Kanari. I'm here at Trillectro with my man Dom Kennedy. Thank you for watching Made in the Districts, OPM till it's over, man.